What's up guys, today I'm going to test Adventure Force starts. I've heard they perform very well in Flywheel blasters, so I'll be comparing them against worker darts in my shorty nose FDL-3. In this video, I'll do a Chrony test, an accuracy test, and finally a range test. For those who've never seen these, Adventure Force darts are sold in toy stores in the USA, and I've been getting them online in boxes of 200. Unfortunately, they aren't sold in Australia as far as I'm aware, so I've been forced to pay some fairly high shipping costs to get them here. Adventure Force come as a full-length dart, and while I've heard they perform alright as a full-length dart, I don't personally own any Nerf blasters capable of firing full-length darts. All of my blasters fire a superior 36mm or half-length dart standard. To cut these down to 36mm in length, you'll need a dart cutting fixture such as the one I'm using here from NF Strike. Rather than throwing away the leftover foam you cut off, I've been using mine to re-glue worker dart heads because the worker glue is pretty bad. If you want to learn one of the best ways to glue Nerf darts so the heads won't come off, click the card above or in the description to watch an old video from Remedy Metal. Now that I've cut some darts, let's do a chronograph test. First up, we've got worker. 155, 169, 147, 147, 164, 149, 152, 151, 168, and finally 158. This gives us a high of 169, low of 147 and average of 156. Now for Adventure Force. 178, 164, 176, 168, 153, 173, 170, 170, 171, and finally 175. This gives us a high of 178, low of 153, and average of 170. These results show that Adventure Force darts average 14 feet per second higher than worker darts. I know that a lot of you value FPS numbers above everything else, but personally I find accuracy more important. So let's move on to the accuracy test. Here I'll be firing at a garbage bin from 100 feet, and scoring the darts based on whether they hit or miss. First up, worker darts. Worker darts only hit 5 shots out of 15. Now it's time to fire some Adventure Force darts. These have a higher velocity than worker, so logically you'd expect them to land higher on the target. After my first 4 shots here, I soon realised they actually drop shorter compared to worker darts, so I had to adjust my aim higher and they hit the bin after that. Adventure Force scored 9 hits out of 15, which really should have been 13 out of 15 if I was aiming high enough at the start there. Compared to Worker's 5 out of 15 hits, Adventure Force's 13 out of 15 is simply ridiculous. Now that I know I have to aim higher, and to make sure it wasn't just a fluke, let's go pick up some darts off the ground and shoot again. I managed to find 13 of each. First up, worker darts. Worker darts again performed pretty bad, scoring 3 out of 13 hits. Now for Adventure Force again. Adventure Force scored 11 out of 13 hits, again smashing Worker in the accuracy test. All that's left to do is a maximum range test, and I'll give you guys some conclusions. I'm going to fire 5 Worker darts and then 5 Adventure Force, aiming up to get the maximum range.
I fired too early. So I'll be using this rangefinder off the telegraph pole I was standing alongside of. We have 4 of the 5 Adventure Force at 36 meters. Oh no, we actually have all 5. There's one there too. We have our first Worker. I'm going to say 36 meters. Another Worker, 43 meters. 2 more Workers, 48. And the last one is at 51.
From the looks, Worker darts have the furthest possible range, while Adventure Force darts have the most consistent range. Now let's summarise the results. Adventure Force darts fired 14 feet per second faster than Worker darts, but not as far. I had to aim higher with the Adventure Force darts to reach the target in the accuracy test, but I was blown away by the accuracy. Adventure Force darts were way more accurate. In addition to all of these tests, 4 of the 10 Worker darts that I chronied lost their heads from hitting the cardboard box, while not a single Adventure Force dart lost its head through any of the testing. The victory clearly goes to Adventure Force. Other than absolute maximum range, Adventure Force destroyed my current champion, the Worker dart. This doesn't mean you should run out and buy Adventure Force darts for a spring or air-powered blaster though. The diameter of the dart head being identical to the foam width means they'll perform terribly in sealed breech blasters. But for anyone with a Flywheel blaster, if you pick up some of these darts, you should definitely notice an improvement over anything else currently available. I'll even go as far as to say that within 100 feet distance, your chance to hit someone with a Flywheel blaster firing these should be very comparable to someone playing using a Springer. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like, dislike, or comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. See ya!